Picture this, it's 2009, I'm getting bullied in school, mobile gaming is on the verge of becoming a massive global goldmine, and Ravio drops this motherfucking banger. What I haven't seen Ravio do in 12 years though is try and make their Angry Birds more accessible to a broader audience, especially one that could actually relate to their game. I'm talking the angriest birds of all, the system spiting outlaws that rule over our cities, Pigeons. And I hear you, some might argue that they ain't but government drones, and you're not necessarily wrong there, but what if they were just repressed gamers like the rest of us? Yeah, this is probably the most simple and dumbest game I've ever made, but you know what? It's gonna be played by actual birds, and I don't think they're gonna complain about the bad player experience. All I really did was just implement a slingshot that loads up when you press the spacebar and then shows you the trajectory the bird is gonna follow, and you've seen the levels. It's as easy as that. One thing though is that I'm not usually that good at drawing, and while this is for sure not fine art, I'm actually pretty happy with how this turned out. So please leave a comment down below to tell me how good I am, because I could really use the validation. I'm sorry about that. And now you might be wondering, how am I actually gonna get pigeons to play a video game? This is where an engineering degree might actually come in handy, and luckily I happened to find one on my Happy Meal last week, so yeah, let's try and figure something out. I'm gonna use an Arduino microcontroller to build a capacitive sensor, which is a fancy way of saying a literal piece of aluminum foil that detects when your hand gets close, and the closer the hand gets, the stronger the sensor is gonna, well, sense it. Okay, so I have hooked up the new board to the breadboard and rewired everything, and now everything works correctly. So you can see that when I get close, the LED here turns on like this, and I can use it to control the keyboard. So you can see that if I get close to the sensor, something starts appearing there. What is that? I don't know what that means. What would it be? Okay, so I need an enclosure for the Arduino and for the sensor, and I know people here on YouTube that would 3D print it or use high-end materials like wood or plexiglass, but I do not have access to any of those things. What I do have access though is pizzerias. So I got 2 pizza cartons, and if this is not gonna turn out the jankiest build we've ever seen, I have no idea what would. And yes, I'm here testing a pressure pad made out of a pizza carton while making pasta in the kitchen for lunch. I don't think it gets much more Italian than this. This works because the human body has a good electrical capacitance, and I'm hoping to get the same results with pigeons. But there's only one way to find out, so it did not go very well. I got my friend Vince with me to help me with the camera, and we set up the computer and the controller in the main square of the city, and as you can see, the pigeons are actually coming close to it, but they are also smarter than I thought they would be, and they would not fall for the breadcrumbs on the top that I left as bait. So yeah, we ended up staying there for about 30 to 40 minutes, trying to get one to step on the thing and trigger the game. It was all I needed, but yeah, they would not do that. So at some point we decided to move because they all flew away and I was starting to lose my marbles there. And yeah, and so we decided to go to the park. And at the park we found a lot of pigeons, and we stayed there even longer. And yeah, the darker pigeon you can see in the middle of the screen right now is actually one that drove me crazy. He would go around and steal the food without stepping on anything until he did. And it was fucking unplugged. Why am I like this? Why am I like this? It was unplugged. It was this easy. It was this easy, Katze. Yeah. In reality, I did kinda lie to you though, and we actually managed to get a success, but it's not so clean as you can see because of the way I built the thing and the way capacitors work. So I decided to go back there and try again the morning after, and then this happened. Yeah, I kinda spent 2 days working on a glorified and over-engineered spacebar, but that was fun. Anyway, that was it. If you enjoyed the video, please help me out by leaving your thoughts and feedback in the comments, liking the video, sharing it with your friends maybe, and subscribing to the channel. This said, as always, I've been Peter, you've been amazing, and if you decide to stick around, see you next time.